Greetings friends, how are you doing? Hope you're having an amazing day. So, I'm out for a short stint and a slightly Russian themed outing to the woodland, as you do. So, a few months ago I got gifted, very kindly, this Firekit bag, 100% handmade, in St. Petersburg. There's a maker out there called Flint and Steel, flint-and-steel.com, and he very kindly reached out to me. He's an independent maker, and he's done an incredible job. Hand forged the flint striker, the flint is from St. Petersburg, twine, just everything. He even handmade and hand stitched this leather pouch with my emblem on it, and he's done an amazing job, and it's just my way of saying thank you to him. And it was something I was meaning to show for quite a while. I have shown it before, but I've not actually gone about using it. And to start the fire today was actually very, very hard. Everything is absolutely soaking wet. I had to use multiple forms of tinder, birch bark, some bits of straw that I collected on a previous occasion that I kept in my kit. Honestly, everything I could find to get the fire going, I had to. And that's just me being honest. Flint and steel is quite difficult. It's really, really hard. But we got there in the end with multiple forms of tinder, so I'm grateful I had that to go with. So here we go, we've got a flint and steel kit. So actually, let me do a close-up and I'll show you inside exactly what I've got. So what he's done, he's stitched together this beautiful bag. He does them in different colours. As you can see, he's embossed my logo on there, which I thought was a really, really cool touch. He's made these beads as well, these lanyards, using cut out bits of leather. It's really cool, I've not seen that before. When you open it up, so it's got some pre-made char cloth, some flint from St. Petersburg. It's my best Russian accent. Twine, always need jute twine in emergency. It's beautiful flint striker, look at that. Well, I love this, I've not seen this before. When they attach a bit of a leather lanyard to it. So you just wrap it around your finger and it's got a great action when you're striking. And there you go, it's a beautiful kit he's done. I genuinely mean that. It's a beautiful, I was not expecting this when he offered to kind of send me it as a gift. And when I came back, I was very, very impressed. There you go, from Flint and Steel in St. Petersburg, Russia. And this here is a Kuksa, carved by a friend of mine on Instagram. That's how we connected. His name's Anton. He's from Siberia. All hand carved by birch out in Siberia. And he's done a phenomenal job on this. He's making quite a name for himself now with Kuksas. And like I said, he's just gifted it to me for no other reason. He just wanted to gift it to me. He watches the videos and stuff, and it was just a very, very kind gesture. But when I received it, I was absolutely blown away. Look at that. And he carves them like a machine. He's so fast, he's so proficient. But yeah, he's done an incredible job. So seriously, Anton, thank you so much. It's very, very kind of you. you need now, son, is a nice cup of tea. It just so happens I have one. Spilling it everywhere. So one thing I wanted to mention about wooden kuksas is the following. I've seen a lot of people pour boiling water directly into a wooden kuksa. You need to be very careful when you do that. Because of the thermal shock, there's a chance that your kuksa can crack. It's wood at the end of the day. So if it's obviously a warm day, I mean now it's only just starting to warm up, it was bitterly cold just earlier. It's still a chill in the air, so the kuksa was quite cold. Now I make powdered milk, so I mix the dry milk with a little bit of water, so there's already a bit of cold water in there. So I pour the boiling water into that. Okay, so I let the boiling water cool down for about a minute and then put it in. And so technically you should be alright, but be a little bit careful when you're pouring boiling water directly into any kind of wooden receptacle. Because like I said, because of the thermal shock, it can crack, and it does happen. So to eliminate that, either let your boiling water cool down a little bit, or what you do is just pour a little bit of cold water in first, just a tiny little bit, and then pour slowly the boiling water into that. Don't kind of pour it in one go. It's just kind of common sense, really. But I have seen people do that, and you are running a risk of cracking a very, very beautiful kuksa. There's a lot of art to making these, not as simple as they look, he says while dripping his tea all over the floor. Giving it to the ants. Even ants in the UK want a cup of tea. But yeah, just be a little bit careful, man. That's it. That's my Kuksa public service announcement done. So we have a Russian Firekit we start the fire with. We have a Russian Kuksa which we're drinking tea out of. And I thought a quick, simple bit of Russian breakfast. Nice and simple, like my women. And I thought to myself, I'd do a bit of research online. It's very, very difficult. Now, especially being vegetarian, we're technically pescatarian, so we eat a little bit of fish. I was very limited what I could find. So I thought something simple, something easy to make. Something I've not tried before, and I think I've discovered it. It's a Tupperware box. It's a Tupperware. Not very tasty. I'm joking. It's Kasha, hope I pronounced that correctly, which is, you can see that, is buckwheat, roasted buckwheat. Well, it's different types of buckwheat. So I've done my research. It's basically in Russia the equivalent of when we have porridge from oats. And interestingly enough, buckwheat, I think, is a nut. It's not even a wheat. So if you're gluten intolerant, you can have this. So it's essentially gluten-free, packed with energy, packed with calories. And what you're supposed to do, now here's the thing, and this is where my friends who are more familiar with this can kind of like give me the feedback in the comments below. But the research I'd done, everyone was doing it slightly differently, the way they cooked it. There's many different ways of cooking this, but the kind of general consensus is you've got to soak it for about 12 hours in water. You basically just tip this into a pot, put it on a steady heat, and cook it slowly. If you need to add in a little bit more water, then you can. And that's it, really, that is it. And it should be like a porridgey type of texture. The taste, I have no idea, I've never eaten this before. So this should be interesting. Either it's going to go really well, or it's going to be an absolute disaster. Either which way, I'm going to let you know. But obviously it's not the buckwheat itself, it's more, I think, my preparation. But let's get this into a container, let's get it on the fire. Now the idea is that you basically keep stirring it. It should be under a steady heat, but trying to keep a steady heat going outdoors is very, very difficult. But anyway, let's see how this goes. Now the plate of choice for the kasha is, I think this is sycamore. But this was gifted to me by Paul Robinson, who you may have seen on a previous video. He's not Russian. He's about as English as you can get. He's into his Russian women. But don't tell anyone else that. We'll be looking at his internet browser history. But he kindly gifted me this. He turned it on a pole lathe. Very talented man. Thank you once again for that, Paul. And his spoon I forgot to mention earlier. You might have seen it on loads of videos and photos on Instagram. And this is by Lee Stoffer, who a lot of you will know. A little eater made from Rowan wood. He gifted me this a long time ago. So I'm actually going to stir my tea with this and use a metal spoon for this. And all my woodworking chums are going to be screaming at the screen now. No, not a metal spoon. But I didn't bring 2 spoons. But we'll see how we go. Anyway, Kasha's done now. Before it gets burnt, let's put it in a plate. Let's give it a taste. So here we go. Forgot to mention it was the Pathfinder big bush pole. Way too big for what I needed, but we're real men round here, man. So let's see. This maybe should have needed a bit more water actually. I look at it, but I don't know, maybe it's supposed to taste like this. I have no idea. And actually Cookie, I've been checking into this, so it's not just kind of like an oats breakfast that they make. They also make it like as a main course and whatnot. So here you go, my friends, saluting you all in my Siberian Kuksa. Hope you're all keeping well. Giving a toast to all those who, for whatever reason, can't get out. There's a lot of you out there for health, financial, and a variety of reasons. Salute. Oh man, that feels so good. Can't beat a cup of tea on a cold day, I tell you. So now, the buckwheat. Let's see what the taste is like. Look at that. So I should have put a bit more water in actually. But I watched a lot of the tutorials online and someone was saying don't put extra water in. Someone was saying put a little bit. I guess it's one of those in trial and error. Once again, for those of you who are more savvy with this, you can give me some tips and suggestions. Like, let's give this a taste test. And I'm going to be honest about my taste. Do you know what? That's actually not too bad. It tastes nothing like porridge at all. It's got a very nutty taste to it. It's kind of like, I try and describe it. What are they called? What's nuts are they? Tastes a little bit like peanut buttery, kind of. It's a very, very nutty taste. Very nutty taste. I mean, that is as clear as daylight. But you know what? That actually isn't too bad. I saw one lady, she put butter in it, and another 2-3 ladies actually put coconut milk in there. And I can imagine with that, make it a little bit more creamier, would taste absolutely delicious. But you know what? It's actually not too bad. The fuel of Russia, my friends. Fueling Mother Russia every day with buckwheat and a Vago titanium spoon. So friends, I look like Rapunzel. Look at her. Are you jealous of my locks? Are you jealous, huh? 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 So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that short video. Just a very chilled session out in the woods. It's gotten cold again. It was warm for a while. Then it got cold again. So I need to get my ridgeline on. Started getting on a straight jacket by Houdini, that jacket. Fantastic jacket. And what a nightmare to get on. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, those things that were given to me were given as gifts. Nothing more than that. And I just felt it was just something the least I could do. Just kind of, you know, show it to you guys and, you know, just kind of give a bit of limelight to the makers. They're really, really good people. Needless to say, I'm going to put a link to my friend who makes the Kuksas. He's predominantly active on Instagram. Very affordable Kuksas actually, compared to kind of a lot of the other makers. Nothing against those, just generally. You know, I know some people, for them it's a bit of an issue, the affordability. But it's something you may want to look at. I make nothing from this whatsoever. He gave this to me as a gift and it's just something I want to do in return. And also the Firekit as well. The guys over there in St. Petersburg do some amazing work. And thank you to the both of you, for your kind gifts. It's the first 2 items I've had from Russia. So that's pretty cool, man. Owning kit that's handmade, especially, from other countries, is something quite special. So yeah, thank you once again. Check out the links below. I'll link to those individuals. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Short one, I know, compared to my 3-hour mammoth tutorials, which I've become known for now, infamous. So, hope you enjoyed it. And as always, hope whatever you're doing, you have a blessed day, a blessed week ahead. This is Zed with buckwheat stuck in his teeth. Only just noticed it now. Peace out.